I see the sun has risen, and it is an eclipse. Time for a sacrifice to make sure that nothing bad is to happen in the future. I offer the sun someone else's eyes so I can see the future and to make sure that there is nothing bad that's going to happen. Here it is. I offer someone's skull so their brain can offer some knowledge to the sun. The future is assured thanks to what I did today. Actually, it isn't. Hey sir, you might as well wasted your time because none of that is gonna make your future any brighter. Don't you know that superstition is all based on fear? And half of the stuff we do in fear is actually more harmful than the fear itself. As I explain fear and superstition on Alex Ruin's Superstition. What are you saying? You mean to say I did this for nothing? You know how hard it took to get this skull? I had to kill for this. As well as these eyeballs. These are no ordinary eyeballs. They possess special powers. I mean, look at how realistic they look. These possess powers that no one else has seen before. Eyes that you talk about are nothing that special. In our minds, we tend to associate things with different emotions. And so you obviously have attached yourself to those eyes with a certain sense of passion, would I say. And so when you see those eyes, you're like, this is something special. It'd be kind of like when you fall in love with somebody. You associate that person with these strong emotions, and of course you may never have seen them that way before, but it's that connection you make with it. It's called association. I can't believe it. I've been fooled by my own brain, thinking that these ridiculous eyes actually have some sort of meaning. It's just in my own mind that they have meaning. They're just some ordinary stupid eyes. But at least this skull though, this skull has meaning, has knowledge in it, it's power. Look at this, it has a brain in it. It's squishy. It's gotta have some sort of power to it. I mean, it was on somebody's head. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to say that once again it's just your brain talking nonsense. I mean, this is a skull. You know, this idea and conceptualization of intellect really is in our own minds. I mean, if we look at the skull, I mean, the skull itself doesn't have knowledge attached to it. It's just a skull with organs in it. Rather, it's just this idea because of our brains. Our brains have neurons and they fire off, and that's what gives us thoughts and meanings. So the brain, this thing itself isn't gonna stop the sun from shining, isn't gonna change the future. I mean, the future is unknown. We don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow, in the next minute, in the next hour. Anything could happen. So by putting this brain or this skull, it's not gonna change anything. You know, I just realized I've been holding a freaking skull for a half a minute. Oh, shh. Once again, I've been fooled by my own stupidity. This stupid skull. What did I do for this? I can't believe what I did for this. I need to go see a therapist. As for psychologists, one of the best options you can do is go on YouTube. I mean, there's tons of videos about psychology and all these other topics that may actually help you. As for the sun, it's gonna keep shining no matter what we do to prevent it. As for the sun, it's gonna keep shining. We have to realize that fear is merely a product of our own imaginations. So we may think that we can do all these crazy compulsive habits, these addictions, these rituals, but in the end, fear is always going to be with us, regardless of what we do to prevent it from happening. So something as ridiculous as we've seen in history, we've seen people react to certain situations with fear, whether that be the Salem witch trials, the ancient Aztecs that used to do these crazy rituals with the hearts. We realized these are all based in fear. They thought that by doing these things, that they would prevent some sort of outcome from happening. What we gotta realize is that nothing they did prevented anything from happening. The only thing they did actually was worse than what they expected. So they thought that, oh yeah, if we put people in water, we take out their hearts, then we're gonna be blessed. But to realize is we have to realize that nothing good came out of it. It was all based on fear. Because inside of our own minds, we create fear, we create situations, we create all these crazy ideas, and we believe in them. And that's the thing. That's the only reason why we do rituals like that. Sorry for those guys' heads and those guys' eyes. But we gotta realize that without fear, we are invincible. We can follow our own dreams. We can not be stopped by anything. So, I'm Alex Hughes, and I'm glad I ruined that superstition over there. Remember guys, superstition is based on fear. Fear. False evidence appearing real. We gotta remember that whenever we think something, we gotta question it, because a lot of times it can be ridiculous.